He'd now won a dozen straight in Sydney. No one was arguing. He was the champion of Australia.
In the stalls. Set to go and racing, and on the outside, Ming Dynasty jumped well. Stormy Rex missed it, and naturally, of course, Golden Black can't go. And dropping out with him is Over the Ocean. Kingston Town settled down about fifth, where Maluna's Gem just led from Blockbuster. Granite King on the outside, being bustled up to lead them. Palaban is running fourth, and then 2.5 lengths further back, Kingston Town, who settled down midfield. Onto the side, 900 to go, and Granite King the leader by a neck to Blockbuster and a length and a half to Palaban. A head away on the inside, Maluna's Gem, and just over a length further back, Stormy Rex, one on the outside of him. And going up just behind them, Kingston Town, who's in the centre of that pack of horses, and a length further back then came Over the Ocean on the rails. Prince Ferroshar was the other horse in that middle division, and a length and a half further back, Golden Black and Ming Dynasty. Coming to the turn, 500 to go, and here's Blockbuster's rider endeavouring to seal a break. He's gone out to lead by 3 lengths to Granite King. Half a length Maluna's Gem as they head for home, and then Palaban. Kingston Town pulled to the outside. He's still got him under restraint, and then a length and a half further back came Prince Ferroshar. Blockbuster the leader over the rise from Maluna's Gem, and on the outside Granite King. Kingston Town coming to them on the outside, quickly followed by Palaban. He's riding Kingston Town pretty hard now, but Kingston Town had raced up to tackle Blockbuster. Gets to him now, takes the lead, and Kingston Town is drawing away. He's probably as good as he was in the autumn and wins on the bit by a length and a half to Blockbuster. Third is Maluna's Gem. Fourth on the inside, Over the Ocean, Stormy Rex, Prince Ferroshar. He knows how to get home, and once he got to Kingston to Blockbuster and took about a half length, 3/4 of a length advantage, Johnston allowed him to just go home at his leisure. And he will be improved, and cough or no cough, there's no stopping him at the moment.
Less than 3 months after his Derby win in Brisbane, Kingston Town stepped out for the first time as a 4-year-old in that good horses race, the Warwick Stakes at Randwick. The Black made good time. And he made good time again in the Chelmsford.
On the bend for home, Cayenne, headed by Ming Dynasty, is about a neck in front of him. A length and 3/4 away, Kingston Town about to be eased to the outside of the 2 leaders, and he cruised up to them immediately, and 4 lengths away in last place, Argyle Morgan under the whip. Over the rise, and Kingston Town went to the lead without effort from Ming Dynasty, about 3/4 of a length in front of him. Now being ridden along, he's increased his lead to 2.5 lengths from Ming Dynasty. Argyle Morgan is running to 3rd place, so the favourite trifecta will arrive. Kingston Town coming right away in the closing stages, and cruises to the line to win by 4 lengths. Ming Dynasty
2 weeks later, the STC Cup made it 15 straight wins in Sydney.
A tendency to jump outwards at the start. He might have even contacted Alvaro Boy momentarily. Now there he is out in the middle of the track, and Johnston seems in 2 minds at the moment. He doesn't know whether to cruise to the lead or ease back. He can't ease back now. They've got him out 3 deep, and he's on the outside of Ming Dynasty and Argyle Morgan as they greet the judge with a lap of the track to go. Now Princely Summers running 4th on the outside of Golden Black, who's in a forward position, and then Brindisi, Over the Ocean, Tundoon, Sovita, Alvaro the straight. Over the cross, past the 800, Ming Dynasty and Argyle Morgan, a length and a half to Kingston Town. Brindisi running 4th, Hermon moving up but off the track. Further back came Over the Ocean, and then Tundoon, Alvaro Boy taking off. Now he'll have to go very deep. Golden Black second last with Sovita last, and Princely Sum has broken down. Around the turn at the 450 mark, Ming Dynasty just the leader from Argyle Morgan. Kingston Town is easing out 3 deep, and Johnston hasn't breathed on him as yet. Behind them Over the Ocean, followed by Golden Black. In the straight, 300 out, and the champ has quickly ranged up now to head off Ming Dynasty, and Kingston Town breezes to the lead at the 200. Johnston's going to give him as easy a run as possible. He quickly raced clear of Over the Ocean, Ming Dynasty and Brindisi. They're all struggling, but to the line he goes at 3/4 pace, pricks his ears and says, "Got that." Kingston Town.
Racing in the Epsom handicap, Marjolio near the outside, one of the best to begin. Antonuto and Laureate came out quickly, so did Bold Diplomat. And moving through was Tolhurst on the rail, and Carly ran as prominent too. As they travel 200, Bold Diplomat leads the way, about 3/4 of a length on Laureate, followed by Star Dancer. Silver Wraith is nicely positioned, and then Carly ran, followed by Windvale Bowen, Tolmax, then El Dufus Motorman, followed by Arriva Landing. Tolhurst back on the fence, and Marjolio's caught out very deep. A length and a half further away next is Consenting, followed by Prince Ferroshar. And wider out on the track next as they run down the side of the track was Warmington, followed closely by Underproof. What a Cracker's well back with Gondolier. A length and a half away next is Antonuto, and Spray It is last. 800 metres to go. Bold Diplomat makes place. Silver Wraith second from Laureate, then Star Dancer. Tolmax. A length and a quarter to Carly ran Windvale Bowen. Then comes Arriva Landing, followed then on the outside. Starting to make a little bit of ground as I speak was Marjolio. Dufus in that pack, followed by Tolhurst, Underproof, Warmington, Motorman. And Underproof losing ground from What a Cracker. Prince Ferrochar is well back and proceeding, so too Gondolier and Telfibs as they set sail for home. And the leader is Bold Diplomat, a length and a half on Star Dancer. Silver Wraith is third, followed by Laureate, and on the outside the roughy Arriva Landing from Tolmax. 150 to go. And Arriva Landing is out after the leader, Bold Diplomat. Bold Diplomat in front from Arriva Landing. Prince Ferrochar flying. Bold Diplomat still in front, and Bold Diplomat wins the Epsom. Bold Diplomat has won from Arriva Landing and Prince Ferrochar, then Tolmax, Underproof, What a Cracker, Tolhurst, Star Dancer, Warmington, Telfibs. Antonuto, Gondolier, Motorman consenting. Laureate, Carly ran. Marjolio, followed by Monkey's Pride, never got into the hunt from El Dufus, followed by Windvale Bow, Spray It, and Silver Wraith has stopped so badly he's finished stone motherless last.
And the winner, Bold Diplomat, trained by T.J. Smith, written by M. Johnston, owners Mr. and Mrs. D.J. Hoare. The winner of Bay Gelding 4 by Diplomatic Agent from Fairview Park won the Epsom by a neck in 134.4.
Over the ocean, jumped very quickly on the outside, and nearer to the inside, Alvaro Boy came out smartly. High Mystery moving up, and so too is Argyle Morgan, and here's In Luck going across from the outside. Star Dynasty looking for a position, and Ming Dynasty not far back as they travel towards the judge. Ever Onward nicely placed, but as they come to the winning post the first time, and In Luck goes for the lead. Second is Star Dynasty, travelling third. And Godsend, Golden Black, second last, and Sovita's last of all. 800 metres out on the Metcalfe, and In Luck by 3/4 of a length to a length, Argyle Morgan. Third is Ever Onward, 2 Sutimi, followed closely by Star Dynasty. Tie Happy and Over the Ocean around the outside, and a length and a quarter away. Next, moving up wide out, is Brindisi, followed by Tie Happy now under the whip, and a gap to Ming Dynasty, and a length and a half to High Mystery. Calpurnicus is next as they swing round the corner, and Diamond Park trying to weave clear as they set sail for home. And In Luck, a length on Argyle Morgan. Brindisi wider out, followed closely by High Mystery, Star Dynasty, Sutimi. Oh, there's a fall over the ocean's lost the rider. Over the ocean, and Johnston have crashed. Brindisi after In Luck. Misty Love wide out. Brindisi's taken the lead in the Metrop. Brindisi 100 to go. He's a length and a half clear on In Luck. Satimi, Savita flying from Misty Love, but it's an easy win to Brindisi. Brindisi has beaten Sovita and Sutimi. Then Misty Love wide out from Star Dynasty. In Luck from Big Bloke.
500 left to go in the Valley Cup, and Saxon Slew in front. Anzus the Danger on the outside, moved up quickly, and El Lorena going between runners. Bright Halo coming from a long way back as heads were turned for home. 300 left to go. Saxon Slew first into the straight. El Lorena trying to get a run in the centre, and wider on the track was Anzus, followed by Bright Halo. As they straighten at the 200, Saxon Slew by a length and a quarter. El Lorena in the clear running on, and then Anzus and Bright Halo down the outside. 100 left to go. Saxon Slew finding plenty. El Lorena, Anzus and Bright Halo is out wide. Saxon Slew in front, and Saxon Slew won by a half length. El Lorena. Anzus got third from that.
Kingston Town by a length and a half.
Again, he journeyed to Melbourne for the spring. Again, there were big black headlines. But this time, Melbourne was more careful. Sure, he's good, they said. Maybe he's great. But could he handle the Melbourne way? The Caulfield Stakes and the Caulfield Cup showed the King to be more of a pro than the year before, but he was still lengths slower than Sydney. The riddle lingered until the Cox Plate, whose winners list, the riddle had been solved and everything would be all right.
Actually, Mooney Valley being a short straight, he's always never had the best of runs in those races. Mostly was jammed up a bit, but he was just too good for those horses that day.
Kingston Town, the great professional, literally skated around the beautifully cambered Valley Circuit. You'll see him dip once just before the turn, but that's about all he did wrong.
Racing. Sovereign Red away quickly, so was Torbeck going immediately to the lead. Kingston Town didn't begin all that well. Prince Ruling's going very fast. Settling down at the judges' box now, and Torbeck in front of Prince Ruling, and out wider is our Paddy Boy, Sovereign Red fourth. Kingston Town's outside him. Family of Man got cut off on the rails from Glenson and Yurtiz wide. Then Palaban from My Blue Denim, a couple of lengths to Ming Dynasty. Then Tasman, Waitangaroo and Tolhurst. Our Paddy Boy is
on the Thursday and the Tuesday,
before the Cox Plate, he worked at Moonee Valley and he worked very, very well. So I thought, well, this little tight circuit just might suit him, and suit him it did. He just ran away with the Cox Plate. He won by 4 lengths, and I remember it was one of the biggest thrills I ever had in my life, just for the horse, and also for me. I enjoyed winning the Cox Plate, but because of he had so many critics.
To Tolhurst, still going berserk. Then Palaban, White Tangaroo, Tasman and Ming Dynasty last. At the 1,000, and the leader, our Paddy Boy, went out 1.5 lengths now to Prince Ruling. Third, Torbeck on the rails, but here are the runs. They've got to let some of these go. Yurtiz and Tolhurst have gone quickly around them from Glenson. Sovereign Red's got pushed back along the rails. Kingston Town's gone up about 6th. Then Family of Man, White Tangaroo to the outside from Palaban, My Blue Denim and Ming Dynasty last. Up by the 600, Yurtiz and our Paddy Boy with Prince Ruling a line of 3. Kingston Town went up easily to be 2.5 lengths away 4th. They were followed then by Family of Man. Sovereign Red's got pushed right out of it. He's not in the race. At the 400, and it's our Paddy Boy, Prince Ruling and Yurtiz, but Kingston Town's cantering. We're going to see the real one today. Then 3 lengths White Tangaroo running on well from Family of Man. On the turn, and Kingston Town cruised up to our Paddy Boy, took the lead. In the centre, Prince Ruling, and then Yurtiz and White Tangaroo. But the real Kingston Town's going to street them, and Kingston Town's gone on to win by 4 lengths. Second, Prince Ruling, our Paddy Boy third, a nose to White Tangaroo.
The hoodoo was broken. It was a crack field. 14 runners went to the post, and between them they'd won $2.8 million. The King beat them, and by 5 lengths, and going the wrong way. The win left the King just $75,000 short of $1 million in stakes. But after the triumph, heartbreak. In winning, the horse had badly injured his off-suspensory. He would not race for another 10 months.
Third.
They're about to jump in the Cup of 80. Australia standing still. Racing in the Cup of 1980. Belldale Ball began fast on the outside. La Zap apparently is going to drop in behind them. Gay Trebo is crossing with Star Dynasty and Evander. Ming Dynasty got out well down nearer the inside. Malcolm Johnston on Reckon I'm Ready has that horse up there punching on for the lead with Bohemian Grove and Love Bandit. But as they sort themselves out at the end of 250, the red cap on the outside of Belldale Ball is going lockside there with stablemate Bohemian Grove as they link up with the course proper at the 400 on the first occasion. And Bohemian Grove leads 1.5 lengths on Reckon I'm Ready. In the centre, Belldale Ball, Love Bandit 3 deep. They're followed by Yashmak, Ming Dynasty, Hyperno on the fence in a lovely position, followed by Brava Genie, Star Dynasty, Gay Trebo. Then came Evander, followed by Solbro, whips them in as they travel past the Smithfield Road bridge side of the track now, and they've got 1,600, a little bit less to go, and Belldale Ball is in front at the 1,400 pole, 1.5 lengths, Bohemian Grove, Love Bandit, then Yashmak, Brava Genie, Reckon I'm Ready is climbing over their backs at the moment, going around the Miss Judina continues to improve from Ming Dynasty, and they're followed by White Tangaroo, Gay Trebo, Hyperno in the centre, Star Dynasty, and they're followed by our Epilogue, and further back in the field then came Magistrate, Evander, Summer Fleur, then R1, My Blue Denim well back with Barry Stewart. La Zap is still second last, and Marlborough still is last. They're inside the 1,000. They've gone past Chiquita Lodge and travelling to the side, and now they're going into top gear. The pressure is on the Cup as they go over the 800 crossing, and Belldale Ball in front a couple of lengths on stablemate Bohemian Grove. Coming around them is Yashmak with a big run. Love Bandit is still there on the inside rail. Further back is White Tangaroo, followed by Miss Judina on the turn though in the Cup. Brava Genie is running about 5th at the moment, and Hyperno has a wall of horses in front of him as they swing now. They've got 500 to go. It's Belldale Ball in front, a couple of lengths on Love Bandit coming out after it, followed further back by Reckon I'm Ready on the inside rail. Yashmak is only plodding from Brava Genie. R1 is unwinding a long run from Gay Trebo. Ming Dynasty, Hyperno is looking for a run on the inside, but Belldale Ball is clear. Belldale Ball with 200 to go is over 3 in front, and Belldale Ball is going to go on and win the Melbourne Cup, although My Blue Denim is flashing down the outside. Belldale Ball is too good. Belldale Ball wins the Cup, My Blue Denim second. Love Bandit possibly third in front of Brava Genie, and Summer Fleur was up there with Magistrate, La Zap and Hyperno. Further back in the race came Reckon I'm Ready. They're followed by R1, Yashmak, Miss Judina, then Gay Trebo, followed by Marlborough. Our Epilogue, Star Dynasty, Barry Billy Stewart. Then came Evander, followed by Ming Dynasty. Summerfleur pulled up very quickly back near the tail, and White Kangaroo was last.
Just 1 year later.
And we had Beldo Ball and Bohemian Grove in the same race. In fact, we ran first, second and third in the Hock of the Saturday. And
with Belldale Ball, owned by Mr. Robert Sangster.
Well, I thought because of the handicaps that Belldale Ball was the horse put in on the half, because Bohemian Grove was weighted up to his top form, and it is a 2-mile race, and I thought the other one was a 2-miler and one wasn't, but Robert said that on their English form we couldn't put him in the same paddock, and he backed Bohemian Grove.
Ball 2 in front of the 300. He's holding them safely at bay. Let's Riding for Dear Life. Love Bandit second. on the outside. Hyperno in a pocket, and then came My Blue Denim with a fast run. But Belldale Ball's got the Melbourne Cup won. My Blue Denim coming from the clouds into second place. Belldale Ball stopping to a walk, but he's going to win. Belldale Ball, Johnny Letts beats My Blue Denim. Love Bandit third.
This is one of Cummings's.
On the outside now, getting back with a bit of a stride back near the tail as they come to the bend, with Captain Faloo taking off. Swinging around the corner now with 500 metres left to go as they straighten. It's Bold Diplomat in front, Watney moving up second, and then Blazing Bags and Victoria Peaks had a nice run. They're followed by Bemboka Yacht, and then Fortune Favours running home fairly. And back behind them then was Headed Benny with Arbogast. 300 metres left to go now. The leader, Blazing Bags, got away by a length and a quarter. Watney on the outside. Running home fairly is Joy 2, followed by Western Bay, and down the outside Silver Bounty. But it's Blazing Bags in front. Coming at it is Western Bay, the inside starting to fly. Silver Bounty, Blazing Bags just in front. Silver Bounty is flying on the outside and got up. Silver Bounty's won by a long neck. Second, Blazing Bags.
Is that the only time you rode him? That was the only time I rode the horse, yeah.
But the Galaxy was the turning point. It would never be the same again. The easy days, the days of the great athlete, were gone forever. Now it would get harder and harder. Now the doomsayers would be ever present, the pressure on Hoisted immense.
After that race, there was a terrible lot of pressure on me to retire the horse. All the scribes, I think even Ida Buttrose got a face into the scene of telling me that I should retire the horse. And I again just resisted all those pressures and said, well, the horse will tell me what he wants to do.
But even this sort of pressure failed to daunt Hoisted or his great horse. The comeback in the 1981 William Reed run in blazing heat was sensational.
Ready racing, and Mr. Independent was the first to get going over towards the outside, but Menacado quickly in front. Grey Sapphire and Prince Ruling now trying to go with him. Lawman was next, and they were followed just behind them by Turf Ruler, who's away well from Silver Wraith. Mr. Independent dropped a long way out of it now with Middleton Sam and Hyperno.
And I think it was about 110 degrees that day from memory. And another trainer gave me a clue. We used the old Coolgardie system of getting into the races, of putting wet bags in the float. And he travelled out there in comparative comfort.
And they're followed then on the outside, Lawman, Silver Wraith going around them. Then behind them, Hyperno, and further back, Middleton Sam, Mr. Independent at the 500. Menacado a half to Grey Sapphire, a half to Turf Ruler, still deep. 1.5, Prince Ruling, he can't go on with it, and then Silver Wraith and Hyperno. But Menacado led around the turn, nearly a length to Grey Sapphire. Turf Ruler's the danger. Menacado got a length in front, but Turf Ruler's coming at him quickly. Menacado a half in front, Turf Ruler gradually getting to him, but the champ's still in front. Turf Ruler trying hard to run him down, won't make it. Menacado, he's won it an extra Turf Ruler.
Then it was the oar again.
Lights on, racing. They've jumped away in a pretty good line. Menacado was about third away. Prince Ruling's going to lead them early with Menacado now on his outside from My Brown Jug, Super Spree. Then Turf Ruler, Silver Wraith, a couple of lengths further back. Then Ming Dynasty with Mr. Independent, and Hyperno's 6 lengths last. He's out, and they've kicked away. Into the straight, Menacado a neck in front of My Brown Jug, the outside. Turf Ruler's got up to be third, 2 lengths away. Then Super Spree, Menacado just in front. He's hard at him. He's holding a lead of about a half length now. Turf Ruler's going to be the danger. Menacado's rider's getting desperate. He's gone for the whip at the 200, but he's holding the lead. In second place, My Brown Jug. Turf Ruler can't get to them. My Brown Jug's grabbing Menacado near the line. My Brown Jug, Menacado going stride for stride. They hit it, and Menacado's done it. Menacado's.
And the futurity.
Again. Out with Menacado and Silver Bounty, and Duckatoon going fast from Lascivier Old Breck.
3 lengths to Deck the Halls, Middleton Sam and Bohemian Grove. Manicato just in front of Duckatoon is holding the inside of the 1200, but now Manicato gets across. Lascivia's second. Duckatoon on the rails third. On the corner, and Manicato under a tight rein and neck to Lascivia. 2 lengths to Duckatoon, and then a length further back, Old Breck. Turf Ruler trying to get up on the fence, and Deck the Halls whipping around them. In the straight, Manicato quickly kicked away from Lascivia and Duckatoon. Turf Ruler's got out, he's coming with a run, but Manicato's got well clear from Lascivia. Then Turf Ruler and Duckatoon. Manicato in front. It's holding a lead of a length. Turf Ruler coming at it strongly, but Manicato goes into the record book, and Manicato's won the race by about a length and a half.
Manicato had only 3 runs that preparation. He won them all. What
minute out, County Cork. Onto the course proper, 400 left to go now. Buljet moved up to grab the lead from Duckatoon. I was in 3rd place, followed by Watney and then Countess Maritza down the outside. Alounda Bay, the clear leader. I reckon Alounda Bay's in front of the Newmarket at the 200-metre mark. On the inside is Buljet. Turf Ruler starting to charge home. Very wide on the track. Alounda Bay in front of Buljet. And Alounda Bay clear. Turf Ruler starting to finish well now, but Alounda Bay under the hook is going to win the Newmarket. Alounda Bay wins a length and a half. Turf Ruler got second, and probably Bold Rain third, followed by Misty Vane and then Watney.
Shea Biscuits bailed in behind them on the rails and can't get a crack at them, and they were followed by Palaban. It's still Hanalei with 200 to go. Now Shea Biscuits going up quickly on the inside, looking for a run between them. Sovereign Red's keeping her there. She's got clear now. On the outside, Lady Biscay, but Shea Biscuits got through between the leaders. Takes over as they get near the line, and Shea Biscuits brilliantly wins the Hobart Villa length and 3/4. Second place to Sovereign Red. Third a hit away, Bar Gambler. Fourth, Hanalei. Racing, Fire Thunder over on the outside, got out well. Crown Jester flew the lids, and he's one of the leaders when they settle down. Chinese Cheddar joining him. Black Shoes handy, and so too is Lemongrass. Little over a length further back, Nibrick's Hope on the inside. Full on Aces behind it. Fire Thunder caught wide now with lead roll, and also LA Show a length and a half to Food for Love by Andrew Ladd, and then came Full on Aces drifting back into the field. Next is Domino on the outside from Siesta Rosa. Rings a bell. Rose of Kingston second last, and Birchwood last. Chinese Treasure led them onto the course proper, only just in front from Crown Jester about to join him. Little over a length further back, Black Shoes who almost got their heels there. Lemongrass fourth on the inside. Fire Thunder next wide, and they were followed by Lead Roll at the head of the others a length further back. Food for Love, LA Show in the centre, and then Nibrick's Hope and Andrew Ladd. They turn for home in the Golden Slipper, and the favourite's taken the lead here. It's Crown Jester just in front from Black Shoes, tackling him on the outside, and Chinese Treasure battling on well on the rails. Lemongrass going for a run in the centre, and they were followed 2 away by Lead Roll. Chinese Treasure on the inside, fighting back well. Crown Jester just the leader. Lemongrass coming at them. Food for Love getting a run along the inside, and Full on Aces flying through in the centre. Full on Aces flashes to the leaders in the last 50 metres, and the Victorian comes away to win the Golden Slipper by just on a length. Second, Food for Love. Rose of Kingston flew to get third. Fourth, Lemongrass, and they were followed home then by Crown Jester, who knocked up. Next is Domino at the head of the others, Lead Roll. Then came Chinese Treasure, who weakened. Nibrick's Hope, Siesta Roseroy, Andrew Ladd. Black Shoes weakened right out of it. Then LA Show and Fire Thunder at last is Rings a Bell. Under the side, 900 to go. Playboy Prince the leader. His saddle has slipped, I'd say. He's a length and a half in front there from our Paddy Boy, and a half to Ring the Bell. About 2 further back, Private Thoughts joined by Around the Traps. Ring the Bell's losing ground is being ridden along as they come near to the turn. He may have dropped the bit. A little over 2 lengths behind them. Then came on the inside Poker Player from Real Force, Prince Majestic. About 2 further behind them. Then Deck the Halls at the head of the other, Sovereign Red, and on the outside Rio de Janeiro. Then Find the Gold making a bit of ground, followed by Bright Halo. Turning for home, and Playboy Prince is just the leader there from our Paddy Boy. On the outside, Ring the Bell going up to them, and out around the traps, putting in a run in the centre of the track, and Deck the Halls coming down the outside. But our Paddy Boy kicked away at the 200. The challenger is Ring the Bell on the outside, and they look to have it between them now. Deck the Halls can make no further ground. Our Paddy Boy tackled by Ring the Bell. The New Zealander's put his head in front. Paddy Boy is fighting back well. It's our Paddy Boy and Ring the Bell. Our Paddy Boy is going to outstay him, and our Paddy Boy wins the neck to Ring the Bell. 3 lengths away, third, Deck the Halls.
Ball and so on, you know.
You mentioned our Paddy Boy. How good was our Paddy Boy?
He's a very good racehorse, but had an awful temperament. Mick Ballion was the only one that could get him going. He used to jack up working. He'd go a furlong and pull up dead and wouldn't go. We used to have a fella following around and stationed in various spots with stock whips to crack him round the hocks to wake him up and make sure that he'd go. And he became very hard to train. And so, you know, we're able to train him, get him away from the training centres was the thing with him. And we
there by 2 lengths to Prince Ruling and a half to Headed Benny, 1 length away Blazing Bags outside Denburn, a length further back of Bayern. Shabius caught 4 wide, and in the centre there is Watney with them. There's another one alongside them, a length and a half Palaban, followed at the head of the others then by Arbogast out 3 wide. Little over a length further back Lawman. Blazing Bags is on the outside just behind it. Golden Rhapsody well back, then Belmura Lad, followed to the head of the others by Lascivia. Blockbuster is back 3rd last with Bay Duke 2nd last, and Top Hat Joe last. 500 to go as they start the turn, and the leader Ducker 2.5 to Prince Ruling. 1 length away in 3rd place on the outside there is Headed Benny, a length further back of Baynes, closely attended at the head of the others by Denburn. Blazing Bags going around the outside quickly, a length further back Shabisk, a length and a half the Lawman Palaban, and then came Harbourgar starting a run down the middle of the track fast, and at the head of the others Golden Rhapsody and Underproof. Duckatoon is still in front. There was nearly a fall there. Watney got into trouble, but it's Duckatoon in front at the 200. In 2nd place, Prince Ruling coming home well. Lawman Arbogast has weakened on his run. Duckatoon holding the lead. Lawman picking it up very fast on the outside. Duckatoon tackled by Lawman. Lawman's coming home better, and Lawman's won the Doncaster 3 parts of a length to Duckatoon. 3/4 of a length away. 3rd probably Headed Betty, just beat Prince Ruling Shabius. Then Belmura Loud of Baynes, Palaban, Arbogast weakened on his run. Golden Rhapsody never in it. They've completed a full circuit of Randwick. Love Bandits led them all the way so far. There at the 1,000, he had an advantage of a half length to Gatcombe. 1.5 to our Paddy Boy, and a half on the outside to Assist. A length and a half behind them. Then coming Star Dynasty joining Mr. Independent and going forward 3 wide. About a length further back, My Blue Denim still on the outside of Vivacity, and just behind them Daisy on the rails. Then M and Red Nose 2 lengths away from Shamrock King. Misty Love 2nd last, and last coming to the turn Super Zan. Inside the 600, Gatcombe took the lead and was immediately tackled on the outside by the stablemate Our Paddy Boy. A little over a length further back then, Mr. Independent pulled out 3 deep. Love Bandit is dropping out, and at the head of the others then came Star Dynasty, and here comes My Blue Denim down the centre of the track. She's running right towards the middle, hanging out very badly. Airman is next, but Our Paddy Boy got clear at the 200 from Mr. Independent. Gatcombe, My Blue Denim won't go straight and might be lucky to run a place, and Our Paddy Boy's come right away in the closing stages. Our Paddy Boy's going to complete the Derby Cup double like Kingston Town did last year, and he bolts in, winning by about 5 lengths. Close for 2nd, maybe My Blue Denim right towards the middle of the track has just beaten Gatcombe and Mr. Independent. Then came Daisy, Red Nose, Never a Chance, followed by Star Dynasty. At the head of the others, Misty Love, and then Earman. Next, Love Bandit, Shamrock King, and the last 2 are Vivacity and Assist.
Happening out of the first turn, 1,000 metres to go. Bold Invader and Torbeck led the way now. 3rd is Razor Sharp going up on the inside, and they're followed by Yertes. Captain Cadet is next, followed by Tulip Town and Mr. Magic. Baker Man is 8th on the outside, and behind them, Great Receiver. They're followed by Denburn, who's racing in midfield. Going up on the outside was a Baynes, followed by Falling Leaves. A length and a half further back to Ulan Boy. Arbogast and Watney a long way back, followed by Tolhurst. Belotabo is 3rd last, followed by Turf Rule and El Arena at the tail of the field. Over the crossing, 550 metres to go. Torback on the inside is just the leader. About to be joined by Razor Sharp going up in the centre. Yertis is 3rd on the outside. Tulip Town is just in behind them, and they're followed by Captain Cadet. Bold Invader about to work off the rails now. Ulan Boy and Baker Man pull to the outside, and they're followed by Abeyance and Whiter out on the track. Watney is starting to run home well with Belotabo. Down towards the 250-metre mark, and Yertes raced away to lead a length and a half. Here's Watney coming home well in the 2nd, and Razor Sharp. Bold Invader over on the inside, and they're followed by Belotabo, and further back Turf Ruler. Yertes led, but look at Watney, he's flying. Watney raced up, took the lead away from Yertes, and Watney wins the Stradbroke. Yertes is 2nd, very close for 3rd. Either Tulip Town or Belotabo. Then came Tolhurst to Bayance, and behind them Turf Ruler Baker Man.
700 to go on the side of the track, and top where led about a half the Misty Love. A length and a half to Perpetuate from Tulip Town, and there though goes Golden Rhapsody up fast from Farewell Chime and King's Ideal. Sovereign Red cluttered up in between runners, looking for the way as they came to the turn. Then Arbogast, Pelican Point, Fleet Time, Prize Lady, Belmura Loud and Granite King and Papagano's last. Sovereign Red's dropped out of the race. I think he's gone into the straight, and top where joined by Golden Rhapsody. On the outside, King's Ideal, Perpetuate, Farewell Chime, Pelican Point and Prize Lady in the centre. Golden Rhapsody led at the 200. Top where now Pelican Point is getting clear, and he's the danger. It's Pelican Point getting the Golden Rhapsody with 100 to go. Pelican Point takes the lead in the Doomben Cup. Belmura Lad and King's Ideal rocketing home at Pelican Point. Pelican Point won the cup from Belmura Lad, side for 3rd, joined by Golden Rhapsody.
Rhapsody. On the outside, King's Ideal, Perpetuate, Farewell Chime, Pelican Point and Prize Lady in the centre. Golden Rhapsody led at the 200. Top Wear now. Pelican Point is getting clear and he's the danger. It's Pelican Point getting the Golden Rhapsody with 100 to go. Pelican Point takes the lead in the Doomben Cup. Belmira Lad and King's Ideal rocketing home at Pelican Point. Pelican Point won the cup from Belmira Lad. Sight for third. King's Ideal, Golden Rhapsody and Top Wear across the...